So we got NFL player comparisons. Let's talk about it. To kick us off, we have LeBron and Brady. It says GOATs in their own sport. I don't really agree with that. I think Tom Brady's a consensus clear. Like, there should be no debate that he's the GOAT in the NFL. Not so much for LeBron. I think the majority of NBA fans would say that Jordan's the GOAT. And the fact that, it's not clear with LeBron and Jordan speaks volume because it's very clear with Brady. Next, we have AB and Kyrie. It says some of the most talented players of all time, but they can't keep it together. I don't really think this is fair on Kyrie to compare him to AB because AB has done some crazy stuff off the field and on the field, including walking out of a game. So to me, I kind of get it, but I don't think it's fair on Kyrie. So we got Westbrook and Cam Newton. It says dominant MVPs at their peak, but not quite the same player anymore. So point of clarification, Russell Westbrook's still a star in the league. Cam is not. But I think this is a fantastic comparison, right? Because when you think about it, these guys were able to leverage their superior athleticism to be very good at what they did. The problem is they did not focus on honing their craft in other areas. In the case of Westbrook, he had a decent shot when he first came out, but his shot has just gotten worse. He can't shoot at all now. And with Cam Newton, once he lost his athleticism, he became exposed as a pocket passer, and he never truly developed that skill. So this is a very good one. We got Curry and Mahomes. It says flashy players that revolutionized the game. So Curry definitely revolutionized the game in terms of how teams use the three-point shot. But how the hell has Mahomes revolutionized the game? Yeah, he does crazy stuff like he's falling and he's throwing it underarm, throwing it with his left hand, a lot of this crazy stuff. None of that has anything to do with revolutionizing the game. If anything, Lamar Jackson or Michael Vick would be a better candidate for this than Patrick Mahomes. So no, this is an L. Over here, we have Eli Manning and Dirk. It says pulled off massive upsets against GOATs. This is a massive stretch, right? Because Dirk had a pretty good team, but he pretty much carried that team. And statistically, Dirk was just crazy in those finals runs, right? Whereas Eli's numbers and during those playoff runs, they weren't really crazy like that. And no offense, he kind of got carried by some of the best defensive lines I've ever seen. The only thing they have in common is they beat teams as underdogs in the championship. That's it. And Eli is not a Hall of Famer. Okay, now we have John Morant versus Justin Jefferson. It says young superstars that are constantly making highlight plays. Honestly, they both do the gritty. That's it. If you're going to use a player that has a lot of highlight plays, like to compare it, Jamar Chase would be a better example. So this is a little bit of a reach. And then lastly, we got Eli Apple and Brooks. Trash talkers who can't back it up. This is a bit of a reach because Brooks is actually the villain in the NBA, whereas Eli Apple is really not. I see what you're trying to do. L.